Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to make this intro really fast so we can get right into it. I am using a service called Mockup Editor, and it is, you can find it in your browser. I use Google Chrome. I just type it in, I go straight to it, and it provides amazing mock-ups for my artwork. And if you are just starting out in your Etsy business or Shopify or wherever it is that you are selling your art online, I think you might really like this. I've been using it on and off for about a year now. I used it last year for a little while, and then I canceled my subscription, and then about 3 weeks ago I made the decision to completely overhaul my Etsy shop. I wanted my pictures to look even better, and I thought, oh, I need to go back to Mockup Editor. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to take you through how it works, how I use it, and how easy it is. And we'll do a little discussing as I'm taking you through it as to why it's important to have really super good images when you are using Etsy, or any other service where you are selling your art online. It's extremely important. Just taking a good photo and having good lighting of your painting is just not enough anymore. So something like this can help. Also, I'm not being sponsored by Mockup Editor. I just really happen to like their service, and I thought that I would pass along this information to you. So enough chit chat, let's get right to it, and let's go to my computer and you can see what it's all about. So here we are. I am at mockupeditor.com. This is what you're going to see as soon as you type this into your browser. You have an opportunity here to try it without signing up, but I have an account with them, so I am going to take you right on in so you can get to see everything that you can do with this beautiful program. So the first thing is you don't have to install anything. You can do this directly from your browser. That's the first thing that I love about it. When you sign in, you're going to get a blank screen like this. If you don't know what to do from this, if you have no idea where to start or you need some ideas, you can go up to the right-hand side of the screen and you can go down to pre-made screens. And it will load some screens here that you can choose yourself. You can alter them however you want to alter them. These are just ideas to build on, basically. But these are some really great options if you just need a place to start. For me, though, to show you the full benefit and the full range of this program, I am going to start with a blank screen. So down here on the far left, you have your wood choices for your frames. You have screen choices if you want to put laptops on your desks or iPhones or iPads or things like that. From there, you have accessories to use. Next to that are plants to choose from. Then you have foreground images. I will show you that one in just a moment. We have background images, which basically changes the look of your wall. There's text that you can add, and then you have the option over here on the right to upload your own item. I have not done that part yet, so I'm not really sure how that works. I've not really needed to. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to choose our frame. So I'm going to choose a thick black frame, and what I put in as far as width and height, what I do personally when I am using these mock-ups for my Etsy shop is I choose the largest print that I offer so that people can see the biggest print that I offer, and then they can choose lower sizes from that, but the biggest one that I offer is 16 by 20. So that is the one that I usually create. Plus it allows me a large space to work with so that people can see my paintings a lot better. So once you have that up, you can move this around however you want. You click on the camera inside, and then this gives us the option of putting in our our painting. So I recently did a lioness, and this is what I am going to be using. So I will click Use Image, and there she is. She's popped right in there. She already looks very, very nice in there. So from here, I can do lots of things. I can go down to my table. I can right click on my mouse. I can change the surface of my table. I can turn it any color I want. Let's say I'm going to choose black. And you can also choose the way your surface looks. So you can just change the front of it so that it looks a little bit different. There, it's a little bit wider on each end. You can go down here to your legs, right click, you can change the legs to look different like that. Or you can hide your legs altogether so you can create more of like a floating shelf, and you can bring these all the way out so that it looks like a really long shelf, or you can have it so it looks like a floating shelf that is just directly below your painting, however you would like to do it. So we're going to put our legs back, and this is going to be a table. So over here, now obviously you can do this down at the bottom here on these little icons. For me, when I'm doing basic things like background work, or if I'm going to be doing the table, I just right click just because it's easier. So I'm going to go up here to where the wall is. I'm going to right click and it says change wall background. So here are all of your options for different types of walls. You can do something really, really big like and bold, like a nice brick wall. And this looks realistic. That's another thing that I like about this program. It looks real. It doesn't look phony like some of these mock-ups. They really are just not very well done. But this looks realistic to me. So you can change to regular color, like this is sort of like it looks like maybe a sand painted type of a wall, or you can go something really amazing like this, which actually that doesn't look too bad, if that sort of warrants the feel that you're going for your painting. I usually like this style. I think looks really good for this particular painting, so I'm going to go with this. Now you can come down to where accessories are and choose different accessories. There are lamps to choose from. You have lamps that will hang from the ceiling also. I'm not going to go through all of these, but there are a lot of things that you can choose from. They have a whole Christmas line of things, from gifts to bulbs to Christmas stockings, little Christmas trees. And then as you keep scrolling through, you can add things like fruit. If you are doing a scene that is like from a kitchen or something like that, they have food here like biscuits and donuts and croissants and things like that. Even pieces of cake, which this is making me hungry now. And you can add, there's just so many different things to add. So I'm just going to choose just a few things. Like here's a little ceramic piece here. They even have a cat that you can add. You can move this cat over here, which would be kind of cool, I think, having a cat here, especially since we have a feline that is in the painting. So if I decide that I want to keep this cat and maybe lose everything else, I just click on the image, remove the item. Click on the image, remove the item. We'll slide this cat over. I don't really want those oranges there. I don't think they really go, so we're going to remove that too. So I like candles So I'm going to type in candle here, maybe have a candlestick here. Those always look nice, I think, having some type of a candle. And then let's add, I don't know, something like a book maybe. We'll have a book here. How about a book laying flat? Let's put that there. So you can add a lot of different things. If you want to add a plant, they have different plants to choose from. You can have a plant like this, which looks nice, but let's say you don't like the pot. If you click on the pot, right click, you can change the pot type. Have different styles here. They don't have a lot of styles, but they have something that I think might fit your needs. So that really changes things up there if you want to add that. So the foreground that I had mentioned before, this is kind of cool if you are using something like for like maybe an office look. Here's an office chair that you can put right in front. You can move it over any way you want to. I'm going to remove that item. And you can also add people. You can have somebody sitting over here like he's working on the computer or something like that. I mean, the possibilities here are just endless, you guys. It's just a really cool thing to have. You can also, for the foreground, if you have they have these plants that are blurred out because they're supposed to look like they're really close to the camera. And you can add that also if you want some added dimension to your mock-up. I mean, as you can see, this just kind of, there's just so many possibilities here. So let's just say I want to keep it like this. Let's say this looks perfect to me, and now what do I do with it? Well, I come up here to the upper right hand corner, and I can either save it, I can download it directly to my computer so that I can always have it. I have that option. I can export this to Etsy, directly into Etsy. It will do that for me if I want to. But I usually click on download because I like having these on my computer. And when you click on that, if you are on Etsy, they require 2,000 pixels wide, I believe. If you upload anything less than that, they give you this little exclamation point with a little note saying that their images look best if it's 2,000 pixels. So I usually crop my screen here, and then you have the ability to put it however you want it, basically. And you, right here where it says download width, then you would just change that to 2000, and then you would hit download, and it would download it to the exact size of Etsy's requirements. So that is another real simple thing that I like. As far as pricing goes, let's go down here to price. Here is pricing. So for 1 month, it's $7. Now, I think that that is a great deal. I have purchased mock-ups on Etsy from sellers that do that for a living in their Etsy shops, and I have paid upwards of $6 or $7 per mock-up. And with this, you get unlimited designs for 1 month. They're fully licensed, so you can keep your scenes even after your subscription has ended, which is why I download them to my computer, so I always have them. Unlimited downloads, like I said, you can cancel at any time. Normally what I do is if I get a lot of images that need to be done, then I will subscribe for a month so that I can get all of them transferred over into the mock-ups I like, and then I can cancel my subscription or suspend it for a while and then pick it up again when I have more mock-ups that I need to do. There's no watermarks here, which is great. They're all high-res images, which is fantastic. So it's $7 a month if you go by month. If you do it by the year, it's $5.75 a month. And if you want just one image, then it's $5 per image. So, I mean, again, that I just don't think you can really beat that for what you get here at Mockup Editor. That's really about it. This is just one example of a limitless supply of possibilities for you. And I'm going to take you over here now to my Etsy shop here before I let you go, so that you can just see how nice these look, you know, on maybe your Etsy page. If you have Etsy, I can't show you any other examples like Shopify or whatever, but this would work anywhere that you sell your art online. But look how nice these look. These look a lot better than just having just the image of your painting up. Yes, I know that people can see the image better if that's all you have on your Etsy shop is just the image of your painting. But when consumers are looking for something, think of it this way. When consumers are looking to purchase something, if you are looking to purchase, let's say, a piece of clothing, would you want to purchase that piece of clothing if it were on a hanger? Or would you want to purchase that piece of clothing if it were on a model? You would want to purchase it probably more likely if you saw it on a model. You can't really get an idea of how it's going to look unless you see it in action. So when I have these available, it allows my customer to imagine what it's going to look like in his or her home, and I'm more likely to connect with that buyer, and then they are more likely to purchase the item because I'm helping them see what it is going to look like in their home. So anyway, these are just a few of the ones that I've done, and I just can't say enough about it. So if you're looking for mock-ups, if you're looking for ways to make your images on Etsy better, I highly recommend doing Mockup Editor. Again, I was not sponsored for this. I just really, really like the program and wanted to pass along this information to you so you can make your Etsy shop or your art shop in general the best that it can be. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are having a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.